Walk away from this video, you would have mastered higher time frame bias on ES, NQ, or any forex. Are we bullish or bearish, right? So notice how we had a structural high over here. Price has, of course, given us the new structural high, and we've kind of come to the downside. Now, from here, we need to look at market structure a lot more openly. We need to kind of zoom out a little bit, right? So what we had is we had a structural low down here, structural high, and we had a structural low. Now, what's interesting here is that we've come into this region. We have a structural low and we have a structural high, right? So what's interesting here is, well, number one, we had a trend line just like this, right? This is trend line liquidity, and prices now come into a premium, right? Sorry, discount. Prices come from a premium to a discount. So there's one scenario, right? I want to see some buys setting up from this region before ultimately heading higher. Now, if we break below this low, so this was January's low down here. If we break below here, then we have a lot of fair value gaps to look for potentially down in this region, right? But I don't expect price to come this low. I do expect price to come lower, down to around the 21,100 area before heading higher. But the way I form a higher time frame bias is by looking at whether we're in premium, whether we're in discount, where the liquidity sweeps are, right? And where we're going to be sweeping before heading to the upside or the downside.